Hello friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here from my 10 minutes of crafting today, but I'm doing a little different today. Yesterday I started the camera and then explained, or started the timer and then explained. So it took over a minute or so of my crafting time to explain. So this time I thought I would explain and then start the timer. Yeah, I thought I would share with you what I do sometimes is come in here in the morning before I have to go to work and get ready, or before I have to get ready for work, really. And I do a little crafting or a little straightening up. Today I wanted to have a little playtime of crafting with something, so I'll show you that. And then we'll start crafting. I'm going to show it to you real quick, and then we'll start crafting. So I'll have my full 10 minutes of crafting, right? But yeah, that's what I do sometimes. And I had a video yesterday too, so that was the first one of the 10-minute crafting. So yesterday I was at Dollar Tree and I think I did see other people hauling the dies at Dollar Tree, and I saw them at one of my Dollar Trees yesterday for the first time. There were two different ones. One was like a little row of flowers, and this one was a little corner die. You see that? It's still in the package. Yeah, so those are at Dollar Tree, $1.25. Not in it, wasn't in the $3 or the $3 to $5 aisle or whatever the prices are in there. So let's take it out. I wanted to take it out. I wanted my 10 minutes of crafting to include this. So I want to try it out. I don't necessarily want to buy any dies, but I thought this could come really handy using with my scraps, and to have a pretty little corner punch or decoration like this. Plus this could actually even be a little tuck spot, maybe. I think it could be if you glue it around the edges here and then have that as a little tuck spot. So let's see how it comes off of here. Got a little paper on the back here. Let's peel that off. It won't matter too much, but yeah. So I have my Sizzix die cutter here, the Big Shot. That's the one I have, in case you haven't seen it before. I've got it right here. I can move it over a little bit in just a second. Let me move these out of the way. And yeah, I have this one. I've had it for maybe a year now. I haven't had it that long, but here we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull, let's see. Let me get this going. All right, let me start my timer. I'm going to start crafting now. So I've got my little remote control here. I'm going to start my timer. There we go. Okay, we are crafting. 10 minutes of crafting. 10 full minutes of crafting instead of like yesterday. It was probably like 8 minutes. Actually, it was probably 8 minutes and something. And so let's see the die. Let's do some colorful ones first. So of course I only have one, so I can only do one at a time. Let's see, now I need to put the punch part down. And let's see how this does. I think I'm doing it right. I do have used this. I have used it. I can't say I use it all the time, but I use it enough to make it worthwhile, to keep it in my craft room. So there we go. I do find that it punches better on cardstock than paper, if that's a tip that you have never heard, or in case you are thinking about buying one of these. It works really well. I have not had any problems with it punching anything out correctly or in a good way, but I feel like it does work on cardstock better than, and this is a thin cardstock here, but it's not just paper. Okay, what did I do? Where is it? Where is it? It's gone. Did it fall out? I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. I didn't see it left there. It usually sticks in here and I have to get it out. That's funny. Okay. Oh, so it's really lacy. Okay. I pictured it being more, more fuller when I said it could be a tuck spot. But no, I don't think it could. But isn't that pretty? See, I just punched it out of this paper. Here it has kind of a little grid on it. See that? And that's what it looks like. Let's try another piece of paper. Let's try this bright colored one here. All right. Now we know how it works. All right, so I'm going to put this here, put this here. Now I'll tell you what, a little confession. I bought 2 of these by mistake because the package is so thin. 2 of the packages must have been stuck together. And I was thinking, what am I going to do with the second one? I think I'm going to use it because then I can punch out 2. I left it in the other room, I think. I'm not sure what I even did with it. I think it's in the other room though, for me to try to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So guess what? I'm going to keep it and be able to use and make 2 at a time. I've thought that several times about my crafts, about my dies, like, you know, especially if they're little like this. It's like, okay, here we go, 1 at a time. You know, because I even have like a little tab punch, you know, the tab that everyone's likes, the whale tail punch. I have a tab. I mean, I have a die for that because, you know, you can't get the paper punch, the handheld paper punch anymore. So I found one very, very, very similar on, I have to look to see where I found it. But, yeah, I got one very similar. And it, but it's just small and 1 at a time. So, you know, it's still worth it. But it is, you have to have a little patience because you're like, okay, 1 at a time. How many do I want to make? How long do I want to sit here? You know, okay, so this one, there we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? There we go. See, you don't even know. It's like you have no idea how it's going to turn out because it's, I'm going to call it lacy. So that is cool, right? If you have some scrapbook paper that you don't necessarily like, or cardstock, this is cardstock, that you don't necessarily like. I like this, but I hear a lot, you know, once in a while, I hear it quite a bit actually. I don't like the scrapbook paper, so I'm going to figure out what to do with it type of thing. You know, do something like this, cut dies out with it. And I will link a Sizzix side, and this is not a sidekick, this is a Big Shot. The sidekick is smaller. I used to have a sidekick too, before I had this one. So I'll link I'll link my Amazon affiliate link down below and show you, but isn't that cool? I like the die. It did really well. No problem. You can see it punched right out. So Dollar Tree die. There you go, $1.25. I thought it was a good price. So that's awesome. I'll cut out a bunch of those. And I just wanted to try it out this morning to see how it works. Now I wanted to show you one other thing. Let me take this paper off there and I'll do some more later. I don't want to just sit here and crank out these little pieces because you might get bored of that even in 10 minutes, right? So I want to show you what I was doing last night when I came home from work. I was actually getting this ready for my 10-minute crafting, and I was looking at these that I worked on yesterday morning, and I decided to do this. I thought of it yesterday. I don't know, I thought of it, and then I came in here and tried it. So I remember I was yesterday, if you didn't see the video, it's yesterday's 10-minute video, and I came in here because I was, you know, putting these little ribbons through this slot, and I stapled it at the top, and I'm like, in my head I thought, why didn't I turn those around, you know? Why didn't I turn them around? I think they would be cuter turned around, so I tried it on this one, and sure enough, see now when I turn it around, the staple's right here. You can still see it here, but I like the little loop better. I just like it better. It's fine this way, but I like it better the other way. So there you go. I don't know why I didn't do it yesterday. I didn't even think of it, but there you go. So that's what I'm doing with all of these. So let's go ahead and turn those around. I'll have that done. So I tried out my die in the 10 minutes, my new die, to see that it does work. And I really like it, the design and the quality. And then I'm turning these around. I thought they look better. That's so funny that I just, like, it popped into my head sometime yesterday. I don't remember when, but there you go. Yeah, I mean, maybe some of you are thinking, why didn't you turn it around? Well, there you go. I thought of it too. I just didn't think of it in my 10 minutes yesterday. So, there you go. I like that. Okay, so those are those. And I still have more to finish here, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to show you a couple other things. We've got 3 minutes left. I do want to punch some more of these, so I'm going to keep this out for maybe whenever I have a few more minutes. So one other thing I want to do here that I have on my desk, I got these out yesterday or last night to take a picture for my video today on Stash to Treasure, and I think I looked at them and I redid them a little bit. So you'll see in my video, and if you look at the thumbnail, they're different than what I did in my video, right? My Stash to Treasure video. I took the beads off. I forget what I didn't like about them, but I didn't like something. And then last night I changed them again. So I took the bow out that I tied that, I took the tie out, the piece of fabric that I tied them both with here at the top. And I tied a bow. I like that better. I'm still like messing with these, right? Even after the video. So I tied that bow on both of them. Here's the bow on this one. Right here. Here's little pieces hanging down. So I did that, but I also thought it needs some more beads. I don't know. I put like 3 beads on each side, but they've kind of disappeared now and down into the fabric. Like if they seemed like they were on top when I did it, but now I feel like they're not on top. So, you know what? I think I still have. I found my pokey tool. Yeah, I've got my pokey tool here if I need it. I've got a pencil if I need it, and I've got my scissors here if I need it. But when I was taking that picture for the video last night for my thumbnail, I thought, let me put a few more beads on here. So I got my beads out so I could, take care of that. Because once I decided to do it, it became, once I decided to change it, it became an unfinished project. So this one you can see 2 beads here. I feel like it needs at least one more. And this one you can't see any of the beads from the front. They're kind of, you can see 2 from the back, 2 or 3. Actually even almost 4, but they're kind of buried down in the fabric. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put some beads on here. Let's see, let's go with a pink one here. And so that, once I decided to change it, it kind of became, like I said, an unfinished project. So now I have to go back and finish it. So I left it here on my table. Let's see if I can poke it through. I don't want to get a pencil mark on there. Let's use my pokey tool. I was using a pokey tool last week when I made that video. I was using a pokey tool to help me get it through. See there, it's a little piece of fabric sticking through on the bottom, and I'm just going to pull it through now. And like I said in my video, these just stay. The beads just stay on the fabric. And make sure your fabric is turned around how you want it. If it kind of twists when you go into through the bead, there you go. There's one. There you go, and that's my 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to stop there, turn off my alarm there to show me my 10 minutes is up. I wanted you guys to hear it too, so you hear when my 10 minutes is up. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed my 10 minutes of crafting this morning. Now I got to go get ready for work, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.